Welcome back to the mountain again, Hillbillies. It's good to have you back. It's been a couple of weeks since I saw you last time. Or, well, since you saw me, because I can't see you. So it's been a couple of weeks since you guys were last watching. And if you've been following along on Facebook, you should know that we have gotten concrete. So last Thursday, they came out and they did the pour. So we have our driveway here, which is beautiful. We've got rebar all the way through it so we don't crack it with any kind of heavy vehicles. It's 20 foot long up to the mouth of the garage, and we had to make this jog here because if that line came all the way out, even with this corner, it would be in the yard. Plus, not only did we not want to dig out this whole hillside and most likely kill this crepe myrtle, we would have been too close to a septic line that runs through the front yard. The perf line is kind of back there a little bit, and we can't be within 20 feet of it. So we have the driveway itself, and then we've got sidewalk all the way up to the front door, 4 foot wide, nice and meandering. We have got a nice entryway here in the front door, and I want to point out that these entries into the front door and the back door are ramped. We did that just in case we should need that in the future. Plus, you know, steps are invariably more dangerous. Mrs. Hillbilly's planter is looking nice. With the warm temperatures, you can see those bulbs are starting to really pop now. And the alyssum is starting to come in really well. The poppies have started to go crazy. There's tons of them in here now. You can see on this one, some of the second leaves have started to show up. It's not just the cotyledons anymore, which is exciting. So we've got poppies in all of those. Our sweet broom is still looking nice. And I'll take you around to the backside. And along the way, you see there's a giant trench out here. Well, the trench, as you can see, there's a line in it, is going to be for the propane. And we got our 250-gallon tank already. They came today and installed this. Although I had to dig the trench. I didn't have to. I just didn't want to pay them to dig the trench because it's like $150 an hour. So you can see we've got the other concrete pad there. That's just the 4x4 entry. And then back here, big reveal. So there's another ramp. But this is where we're going to spend most of our time. We do a lot of entertaining, so we'll definitely be having lots of friends and family up. So as you know, the hot tub is going to go here. That's what that conduit is for. That runs underground to there. There will be a box on the wall once the stucco's done. And then this bump out here, or this radius here, is going to be where we're going to put the picnic table. We'll put it back. We already have the table. This radius here is where I'm going to put my barbecue. And then the end of the patio here is right next to the master bedroom. And that's where Mrs. Hillbilly and I are going to enjoy our morning coffee, or our evening coffee, or our midday coffee on the weekends, enjoying our beautiful view and sunsets and the lights of the valley. I think I've said before, you can see from Sanger, Fresno, Clovis, Mora Fresno, towards Madera, and then on this side, on the other side of that oak tree, at night you can see the lights of Chowchilla. So we have a pretty pretty big view. And speaking of the view, since you were here last time, these trees on the end have been cut down by myself. So there's one of the stumps there. We already hauled up all of the firewood up to the woodshed. You can see down there the burn piles. I need to get those taken care of, but it's kind of hard to burn when I'm at work. And then right here on the edge, there's a small oak shrub here that I still need to take out, but on the edge of it, you can see two more stumps there where I took out this oak tree. And it really opened up our view. Both of the trees were dead. This one was just a total eyesore. This one, from our portion, there was a living tree, and on the other side of the living tree was the dead one, so we couldn't see the dead one. But when you were coming up from the road, it was just dead tree right in front of the house. So we didn't want to, you know, because I mean, you can see how close they are to the house. We didn't want to be blocking this beautiful, beautiful house that we're working on with some ugly dead trees. And eventually I may plant more. I don't know. Who knows? I might end up building a gazebo for Mrs. Hillbilly. We've talked about that also. So coming inside now, you're gonna get a big reveal, because the last time that I talked to you, we didn't have tile. Ta-da! And now we have this gorgeous, gorgeous tile. Our tile guy did an amazing job. Shout out to Clint. This grout is kind of a mix between a blue and a gray. So it goes great with the tile itself, plus the gray that we put on the walls. And the sink looks amazing in there. I can't wait until we have faucets and shiny bits. Tile beside and behind the stove looks amazing. Now, keep in mind, we won't see this tile, but we'll see this. This is going to be behind the microwave hood combo. Tile is completely done in all of the bathrooms now. Now, mind you, that's a shower pan, that's fiberglass, that's not tile. But that's tile, and it looks almost exactly the same. They're both white on white, you know, white grout, white tile. So we'll head into the second guest bathroom, larger of the two. Same thing in here. We've got our Subway tile, Subway 4-inch, white grout. And this shower is tile. It is not an insert. So Clint spent a lot of time in here. Now the tub is an insert, but you know, the tile is not. Did great. And let's go see the master. The master looks amazing. I cheated. I peeked already. Look at that. That's awesome. So happy. So excited. So Clint, I saw him on my way in today. He said I can't walk on that until tomorrow. So I'm gonna abide by his rules. But I can stick the camera in here a little bit closer. So this shelf here is gonna be for our shampoos, body wash, razor, toothbrush and whatnot. And then that shelf is gonna be what Mrs. Hillbilly refers to as her shaving shelf. So she wanted that one for shaving her legs. And one thing that I wanted to point out, I'm going to turn this camera around. So that shower head, mind you, I'm looking up at the camera now. Where that shower head is at is like here. It's well over my head. I'm, let's see, 75 or 76 inches tall. That shower head, or the pipe coming out, is at 84 inches. So I am super excited to finally have a shower head that, you know, I don't have to squat under to wash my hair. So in the living room, or the great room, we've got tile in front of the front door. Now this would have gone out a little bit further had we not decided to cut out that big giant hole in the wall. It would be square, but we decided that we didn't want to have tile poking out square into the entryway for the library. So that's what we ended up with, and I don't think it looks bad. The front door still opens far enough that you can come in. You can come in, stand on the tile, I'm on the tile, and close the door and not have to stand on the carpet. And then being right here by the front door, then you can take your shoes off and put your slippers on. So, although Liz and I mean Mrs. Hillbilly and I, are most likely going to be coming in from the garage more often. So this is all, you know, vinyl floor and everything, so we don't really have to worry about that. And then the last bit of tile that we got is on this wall where our wood stove is going to be. And it's going to stand kind of further out to the front. In the summer, we'll be able to put chairs on either side. In the wintertime, we'll pull them up and put them someplace else. But I think it's going to look great. Those tiles all complement this tile, and I think everything's going to look real nice, especially when they put the vinyl floor in. Everything's going to start coming together. The carpet is kind of a speckled gray pattern also, so it's gonna look really nice. Can't wait. So we have potentially 4 or 5 more episodes, maybe 6 more episodes before we're finally moving into the house. It looks like we're actually gonna be in March. Don't know when in March, but we're coming down to the nitty-gritty. It's time to put the floor in, it's time to do the appliances, it's time to do the lights and outlets, switches. It's time to put all of that stuff in, all the finishing stuff. As you saw, the propane tank is already on the side of the house. We're ready to hook it up, but we have to have appliances before we can hook it up. We have to have at least the vinyl floor before we can have the appliances, and yada yada yada, so on and so on. So it's a ballet that we're doing. I'll take you out and show you one more thing. I was able to finish digging the trench for the water. So now that's the last hookup that we have to do. Oh, that's a good step. The last hookup that we have to do is the water and the electrical, or not electrical, water and the propane. So this is the water trench. It's gonna go to where the hose bib is over there, and then it hooks to the side of the house. It's in my shadow. So that's pretty much all of the updates on this beautiful Wednesday date night in February. Can't wait until we're in. I'm sure you guys can't wait also, because most of you are probably going to come up and either have a drink or have a bite to eat. And we can't wait to entertain all of you. So check us out on Facebook and the Instagrams, the other socials, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Bye.